Hey everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today we're going to be using the team of Flapple, Cinderace, Milotic, Scrafty, Mamoswine, and Togekiss. If you haven't checked out the previous episode, highly recommend go checking it out. But today we're going to get started and play with a brand new team. This team actually has a very funny story. So I built this team about, I want to say it was a month ago. I was planning to use it on Baek Battles, but the thing was, for some reason, I thought Flapple was a Pokemon that could only Gigantamax. For some reason, I thought it couldn't Dynamax. So when I saw that Flapple wasn't on the legal list, Gigantamax, or at least during the time while I'm recording this, and it was also a month ago before this as well, I got super sad that I couldn't use this team because I thought this team probably looked fire. But yeah, then I realized, oh, I could just use regular Flapple. So yeah, we're gonna be using regular Flapple today. We got Flapples, Cinderace, Milotic, Scrafty, Mamoswine, and Togekiss. A little bit of a funny story there, but let's get started and play some games. This team, really to abuse the Flapple. I kind of wish the G-Max form was legal. I think it would be better on this team because of the fact that it sets up gravity, I believe, with the G-Max form, and I have very inaccurate moves with Flapple, so making it not useless after the Dynamax would be super sick. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Ooh, I think that's the first time I got like an encoding alert with this new computer, but then again it just went away instantly. So, and it doesn't look like I should be using much CPU. So we got our first team here with the Chandelure, Whimsicott, Dracovish, Indeedee, Darmanitan, and Gastrodon. So it kind of looks like a offensive team with like a Trick Room mode. Maybe it's just in prison, but like, still interesting regardless. I really like, man, I wish I could say I want to lead Flapple, but the problem is there is Darmanitan. 4 times weak to ice is not exactly a good thing for us. So yeah, what do I exactly want to lead here is the question. I'm leaning towards like Scrafty Cinderace, which I think is a pretty strong lead against my opponent. And I think I do like a Cinderace Scrafty a lot here. I do like it offensively, and yeah, I do like that actually quite a bit. I don't like Milotic too much in this game. It can resist I mean, it does well against like the Chandelure, but there is a Gastrodon, which is already kind of annoying. I definitely want to bring the Flapple as my main offensive user, and I think I want to bring the Togekiss because I want redirection for Follow Me and stuff, and having that redirection is super good. Having it can take one Dracovish attack. Yeah, I like it. I like Togekiss a lot here. We'll see how this goes. I'm not exactly too sure. I've never played a game with this team. But I did Fury it when I did build it, but that was a month ago. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, it should be pretty fun regardless. First time I'm using Flapple in VGC, so I'm hoping that it can provide good results. Hustle, of course, is a great ability with Dynamax Pokemon. Max moves cannot miss and gets a 1.5 boost immediately, which is kind of broken. But we're going to see Dracovish plus the Whimsicott here lead right away. So interesting lead. I will get Intimidate off into the Whimsicott as well as the Dracovish. More so the Dracovish is important. Flapple 4 times resists. I think my best play is to U-turn out the Whimsicott and fake out. The only play this doesn't cover is Dracovish Dynamax right away, but Dracovish is not a Pokemon that likes to Dynamax usually. So I think I'll just go for fake out into that Dracovish and U-turn. I'm expecting Tailwind. If you go for Moonblast, that's fine because of the fact that I do have the wow, we're actually going to see the switch out from Dracovish. So this isn't exactly the best turn, it looks like. It's going to be the Indeedee. So that's smart because it gets that Psychic Terrain. Oh, that was actually pretty bad if it was Scarf Dracovish. That was actually very bad if it was Scarf Dracovish. I should have considered the Indeedee switch. But we do fake out that slot. U-turn out. Looks like Whimsicott's either going to go for Trick Room or Moonblast, it looks like. We'll switch out here. We get to go out into our... We could go into Togekiss or we can go out in a Flapple. Both are actually pretty decent here. What do I think is better? I think Flapple's better. Yeah. Because I really don't think you would target the Cinderace slot with a Moonblast. I just think it's very unlikely. We are going to see the Moonblast. Should be in the Scrafty. Yep, we have a Roselli Berry though, so we will be able to take that just fine. And okay, not too bad. Of course, Flapple is kind of weak to Whimsicott, but I think we should be fine. I should just be able to protect Flapple here. And I think I'm going to switch out into Cinderace. Yeah, I like to switch out into Cinderace part. Because, one, I'm a Solid Vest, so I'll be able to take the Moonblast just fine. And my opponent wants to fire off another Moonblast. Two, I'm not exactly sure what kind of thing my opponent's going for with this combination right here. Maybe, I do want to say Scrafty because I really do want to intimidate that Dracovish. That Dracovish is going to be a threat. Like, absolutely scary. I don't want Togekiss to take too much damage prior to this right now. So I think I'll just switch out here into that Cinderace. And we'll see what my opponent decides to go for. It's going to be... no Dynamax, no surprise here. Maybe Psychic or Follow Me, I'm assuming. And then like a Moonblast. Or Tailwind is going to come out, which is fair as well. Okay. And the Psychic is going to come out into the Flapple. So my opponent is scared of the Flapple. Guessing Moonblast plus Psychic is going to come out in a Flapple. The problem is I don't know how much damage that's going to do because I really don't know much about Flapple's stats. So Togekiss is probably my best play here. I do like the Togekiss play, I think, and I think I'm going to go for a hard U-turn out. Yeah. Because I want to get into a position where I can get Togekiss next to a Flapple and start boosting up my speed, which I think would be really good here. So we'll send out Togekiss. We're going to see the Moonblast is going to come out, target down to Togekiss. We should be fine. Togekiss is a pretty bulky Pokemon. I did a bit more than I thought. Psychic also, ooh, into Cinderace instead, which is fine. Assault Vest doesn't take that as well as I would have hoped, but U-turn out, which is fine. Into that NDD. We'll activate a berry, actually. So what kind of berry is this going to be? It's going to be the citrus berry, okay. Cinderace will retreat. Position-wise, it's not too bad. I get to go Flapple here. Yeah, it's not too bad. I get to Follow Me and probably Dynamax and Airstream, which is pretty good. And I do like that play a lot. Yeah. So I'm going to Airstream. How many turns of Tailwind is left? 2, right? Or is it 1 actually? I think it might be 1. Oh no, it's 2. Okay. Alright, I'm going to Follow Me. I'm going to Airstream. The Whimsicott slot, if you get redirected, it's fine here. But I'm assuming that my opponent's not going to target down the Flapple slot. I do got to make my turn to Dynamax count here. I don't know if Psychic plus Moonblast will knock me out. That's the only thing I'm scared of. If it does, I guess I get to go... I guess what I do is just I go Scrafty there, or the next turn. But let's see. Follow Me will come out. So let's see what my opponent's gonna do. Gonna be the Moonblast once again. Okay, let's see if Psychic knocks me out. It might with the terrain. It's gonna be close. I know it's Stab Psychic, but Togekiss is bulky. No, looks like we're not able to live it, which is fine, I guess. We will get the knockout onto the Whimsicott, which means no more, well, that's good, because there's no more Tailwind. That could be reset here. I do get a speed boost with Flapple, which is very nice. Whimsicott will go down. And take a bit of Life Orb chip. We get to go Scrafty here. Yeah. I'm completely fine with the situation. Yeah, I am. So let's see what's going to come out here. I assume it's going to be the Dracovish. It is going to be that Dracovish, it looks like, as I do send in my Scrafty here. And I guess the problem is I have no idea if we're going to be able to live the Psychic plus a Dragon Rush, if it is like a Dragon Rush on the Dracovish. I just don't want to waste turns of Dynamax. I feel like Dynamax Flapple should live most attacks, especially with that Intimidating Dracovish, and it's not like Fish's Rend is like, it's not like Fish's Rend is going to do anything to me in Dragon Rush. I mean, it doesn't get boosted by any of Dracovish's abilities or anything, so, I don't want to risk it though. I think I go Cinderace and Protect. Yeah, I like that play actually a lot. I like that play a lot because next turn the Tailwind's over and I could go for Max Dragon. The problem is handling that Dracovish reliably is going to be a pain, and my opponent still has Dynamax on deck. So I gotta watch out. What? My opponent went for... Okay. Huh. Just went for Fish's Friend instead. And a Psychic. Huh, not what I expected. Terrain disappears from the battlefield, which is actually excellent for me because now I get to go out in my Scrafty. And yeah, this is not too bad, I guess. Man, I wish I had the Dynamax move now because I could click it right here. And I think it would be able to pick up a knockout. Oh well. We'll go for Fake Out into the NDD slot, I guess. And Max Overgrowth should knock out, I'd say. I know Dracovish has good defense, but it is Life Orb Hustle on the Flapple. Yeah, I'm going to target down the Dracovish. I know it's -2, but it's still a Pokemon that's a threat. NDD is going to protect here. Let's see. Dracovish didn't protect, actually, because of the fact that a Protect would have went before the NDD. So I will be able to knock out the... Dracovish. Oh, it's Scarf on this team? Almost knocks out my Scrafty, but thankfully Scrafty, being a great Pokemon here, able to survive it. Because we went for Fake Out, so it didn't get the double power. Okay, so we knock out the Dracovish with a lot of damage. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to be Scarf. I was expecting it to be Choice Band in some kind of fashion. So Dracovish does go down. I keep forgetting this thing isn't a flying type. For some reason, I keep thinking it's a flying type. Man, I wish I had Gravity up, though. Gravity would be excellent. Let's find out what the last Pokemon is, though. But there's a problem in the fact that it can't... My opponent can Dynamax. It's a Gastrodon, though. So it has to have Ice Beam, then. If it doesn't have Ice Beam, this game is actually pretty good for me. I think you have to target a Flapple slot regardless, so I'm actually going to protect Flapple to cover for the Ice Beam. Hope I live it through Protect. Because you have to follow me here if you're the NDD, right? Because if you don't follow me and I target down the Gastrodon with a Grass move, it just goes down, right? So my best play here is to attempt, if there is an Ice Beam, it has to have Ice Beam. So I'm going to protect here, hope I live, get the Crunch off, knock out NDD, and then go for the Grass type attack in the Gastrodon, if that makes sense. So, because that's the only way I think my opponent can win. Otherwise, I don't think my opponent has a Grass type, Ice type move, and then this changes the dynamic immensely. So, I'll protect Flapple. Although my opponent could Helping Hand Ice move to protect. No, it goes for the Psychic. Not even to follow me? I'm very shocked. My opponent's disrespecting the Flapple. Okay, we do get a Crunch off. We'll knock out the NDD, and it comes down to Gastrodon and Flapple. That's not exactly the best. Oh, it's Max Quake. And a Scrafty. Okay, one, it comes down to do I hit this Grass move, I think, because I'm pretty sure I obliterated with the Hustle Life Orb Grassy Terrain boost. There's no way it lives. There's no way. Is there no Ice move? Let's find out. Man, I wish I had Gravity up. Okay, we hit. Let's go, Flapple. Let's go, Flapple. Okay, that was too close for comfort, but we hit our first grab apple of today. And Flapple takes the win. Flapple takes the win. Not even a Rindle Berry, so I think even if we didn't have the Grassy Terrain, we would have knocked it out potentially. So, yeah, we're able to knock out the Flapple, and that is good game. So, I wonder what my opponent's strategy was, because, like, my opponent lost the, what was the Pokemon we knocked out? The first Pokemon we knocked out. It was the, wasn't the Dracovish. What was it? What was it? It switched in. I can't remember what the Pokemon was. What was the first Pokemon we knocked out? Was it the answer to Flapple? Oh, the Whimsicott. Yeah, but the Whimsicott was the answer to Flapple. Otherwise, my opponent didn't have much for it. So, I wonder if that was an Ice-type move on the Gastrodon. Because some Gastrodons don't carry Ice Beam. I'm not exactly too sure. Japan does like Ice Beam and Clear Smog sometimes, so not exactly too sure. But all I know is that Flapple came through in the end. That's a good start. Now, that's a start you like to see when we're using a new team. We got Al here, or Ale. I don't know how you pronounce it. Hard Trick Room again. Yikes. Conkeldurr, Rhyperior, the what's that thing called? Dusclops, Hatterene, Torkoal, and Fairform. You think I can knock out the Dusclops with Helping Hand max attack from the thing? I don't know, could be a potential thing. I mean, I have to bring... Do I like Togekiss is my question? Because I'm not sure. I think I need Togekiss for the Conkeldurr. Yeah, not exactly sure what is the big play here. I think it's lead Flapple Togekiss, and I think it's have Milotic Scrafty in the back. Because Scrafty's decent. I mean, Milotic's good against Trick Room, Rhyperior stuff, because you can't Bulldoze freely. Even though I'm not bringing Cinderace for the Fairform, I do have the Scrafty, which I'm going to be relying on immensely. Let's try it. Oh, I'm going to try to Helping Hand the Grass move, the Dusclops, and see if it can pick up a knockout. Because if it can, we're in an incredible spot. And I think that's 100% worth it. So, let's see how this is going to go. Although there's the potential my opponent leads both Trick Room users, and I have to guess which one's actually setting up the Trick Room. Oh, it's Dusclops Rhyperior lead. Okay. Alright. Alright, everyone. A moment of truth. This is what we have risked our entire lives for. I think you would Dynamax Rhyperior and Protect, because you don't want to take the Max Overgrowth to Protect. Actually, what's stronger? What's stronger? 130. And is it also 130? Okay, it is 130. I'd rather Max Dragon here. I don't think the terrain's super helpful to me. But yeah. Because I'd also lower the attack stat on Rhyperior, which I think is really good. So, Helping Hand, Max Dragon, the Dusclops. Dusclops is a super bulky Pokemon though, so I have no clue. But, I mean, Hustle, Life Orb stuff is broken with Dynamax, so we'll find out if we can KO. Dynamax with Flapple. And it's going to be... Yep, Dynamax from Rhyperior, I'm guessing. And I'm assuming it's Protect. Like, I can't imagine it not protecting here. Because I could theoretically knock it out. But then again, I guess maybe my opponent could predict me to target on Rhyperior and just go for the Reckless attack. So we'll see. Is it worth it to risk? We'll find out. Okay, Helping Hand goes off first. We all know that. Protect. No, Protect. Okay, good play from my opponent. Let's see if this KOs. Oh my lord. Wait, did we miss the KO? Did we miss it? I can't tell. Like, these slight HP bars are like, oh my lord, we actually knocked it out. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, that's stupid broken. Dynamax Helping Hand is actually stupid broken. Togekiss is able to live the Max Rockfall thanks to that Dynamax right there. And we're looking like in great shape right here. Yeah, so Sand is going to chip us a bit. Let's find out what my opponent's next Pokemon is going to be. Let's find out. Eventually. Torkoal, okay. I'm pretty content with going for Helping Hand, Max Dragon in the Torkoal slot too, because like I'm not really super worried about Rhyperior at the moment. Like the Torkoal's actually a bigger threat, and I have no reason to Airstream, so might as well just go for the Helping Hand here, plus the Max Dragon. It's actually great that I have Helping Hand, because originally I didn't have Helping Hand on this team, so pretty nice. Protect? Good play from my opponent. Okay. I don't mind though, because I'm still going to do a lot to Protect. And the Rhyperior is at -2, so it's really not doing too much. And if you Rockfall again, you're just going to weaken the power of your Torkoal even more. Okay. So nice. -2 on the Rhyperior. Max Rockfall going to come out once again into the Togekiss. Yep. Okay. So Togekiss is gone. Well, I'll definitely take that trade though. We're in a very good spot right now. And yeah, liking how this is going to go so far. So I want to go out into Scrafty, I think, for that Intimidate. I think I want to... Where do I go on my Lodic? I kind of want to go Scrafty for the Intimidate, and I kind of like that. Now, I expect the Torkoal to switch out into like Ferrothorn, for instance, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, if my opponent sacks Torkoal here, I'm in a weird spot because I knock out the Torkoal with like Max Dragon, and then Rhyperior goes down. So, I think maybe it's my best play to Airstream, actually. Let me look at my opponent's team again. It is my best play to Airstream, actually. Or, yeah, because like the damage from Rhyperior is not really going to be doing much. The Intimidate's not going to affect it at all. So I might as well just Crunch in Max Air Crunch here. Oh, Rhyperior is actually going to Max Guard. I think maybe expecting a Fake Out in a Torkoal and an attack into the Rhyperior, which would make sense. But I got my Lodix, and this Rhyperior is not really that much of a threat. The crit didn't matter. I did double into it anyway, and it might have knocked out regardless. So don't think it mattered at all, unless it's Berry Torkoal. But no one really runs like a Berry Torkoal anyway. Crunch into the Max Guard, so both our Dynamaxes are gone, but the thing is the Rhyperior is still at like -3, which is super solid. The problem is our Flapple is going to be relying on very inaccurate moves here from the rest of this game. A Hattering going to come out, which is actually kind of a problem. That Pokemon's a threat. That Pokemon's a threat. However, since I'm not really worried about Rhyperior at all, I just double up the Hattering, and I still have my Roselli Berry on deck, so that's still at least decent. The problem is I do have 2 Pokemon weak to Dazzling Gleam here, so let's see if we can get some good damage in the Hattering right here. Potentially pick up a knockout, because that Hattering is the biggest threat here on the team. Although it can Dynamax, so my Lodix should be able to, I think, win this game. Definitely still a spot that is still potentially scary. Goes for the double and actually gets it, but I don't have a reason to target Rhyperior in my opinion. Hattering is the bigger threat. And I do land Grab Apple. First time I've seen this animation before. Ooh, that's some big damage. Lowers that defense too. It lowers defense? I thought it lowered something else, but oh. Ooh. Oh, that's not what you like to see if you're my opponent. That is not what you like to see if you're my opponent. Ooh. That's nice. That's very nice. I'm gonna go for Grab Apple here and the Crunch into Rhyperior. I think this is gonna be a forfeit for my opponent. I don't see Rhyperior winning, but probably trying to go for the miss, which is fine. But here comes the Grab Apple. Actually, just obliterates Rhyperior. Flapple is sick. Why don't people use this? I don't think I've like seen many people use Flapple in VGC. I saw like the first maybe like 2-3 weeks on Sun and Moon. I mean, not Sun and Moon, when Sword and Shield first came out, but like I never saw it otherwise. This thing's crazy. I like this thing. This thing's doing work. Just give it its G-Max form and let it be legal in VGC, and then that's where we're talking money. Okay, it looks like it was a sassy Rhyperior. I'm not sure if we would knock out Max Defense Dusclops. I would want to say no, but hey, I'll definitely do that damage calc in the future. Hammer Facade, Thunder Punch, Protect, huh? Rhyperior with the Solid Rock weakness policy, no surprise there. Hattering with the Pixie Plate. Assault Vespharo, no, Leftover Vespharo, just 4 attacks. Charcoal Torkoal with Protect and Rock Slide. Alright, that's going to be it for today's episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. For today, I hope everyone enjoyed it. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. Show support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social media, the side series on my channel, and more. If you want to go an extra mile to support my content, there is my Patreon page, which you can go check out. And there is my Twitch channel, and I do answer a lot of VGC questions that people ask me, so be sure to hang out there. Go check out the links for those down below. But otherwise, if you want to try out the team, there is a paste bin in the description down below. Otherwise, yeah, I think today's question of the day, since I don't think I said it, was, what do you think about Flapple? Because it's kind of impressing me right now. I don't know what to say. It's pretty impressive so far. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.